So what seasonings do you usually use on a daily basis then where you're avoiding that salt, oil and sugar?
I'm not a big seasoning person, but I do like, a teaspoon of curry or turmeric, pepper, and sometimes mustard.
Mustard?
Mustard powder, yeah.
Do you use garlic and, ginger is what I meant to say?
No, I haven't as yet. It's not a taste I overly like. I'm growing some.
I love ginger. I use ginger like on a daily basis.
Really?
I love ginger in my food. Do you use a lot of vinegar?
A little bit of vinegar, not a big lot.
I had a white truffle vinegar in Western Australia when I came to visit, and that was my favourite vinegar I've ever had. I couldn't find it here, but I did get a truffle balsamic cream here. So this one, it's not 100% perfect, but it doesn't have any salt, oil or sugar. This one has balsamic vinegar, then it has some concentrated grape musk and a couple of stabilizers. So xanthan gum, gar gum, and then it has the natural truffle flavoring, and it is gluten-free as well. So do you like truffle? Have you had much that's truffle?
Never had truffle ever.
Except for last night, because my sushi had truffle.
Oh.
So we had some fancy sushi last night.
I didn't know.
Little bit of truffle. So it has such that unique smell is truffle. So I'm going to give you a tiny little bit and tell me what you think. This one's very thick and syrupy, so I really like this.
Thank you.
What do you think?
You can certainly taste the vinegary taste. It's very nice. It's sort of smoother than vinegar. Vinegar sometimes is a bit of a oof.
So that's because it's a reduction. So I personally really like reductions because other vinegar, I still like other vinegar, but it does have that real acidic punch.
Yes.
And for some people that can actually be a little harsh on their stomach too. So I really like the reductions, but often they add sugar to the reductions. So grape must technically is adding kind of sugar, but it's much more natural. It's coming from the grape. So I don't mind that as much. I don't like to see, refined sugar or even worse, artificial sweeteners added to them. But when they reduce they just reduce it down and down and down. So it gets really thick and syrupy, and that will be my favorite. But I just use these as a little bit of a glaze. You don't want to use this for an entire salad or something. You'll just be getting a lot of dressing, but a little glaze over the top you may have seen when I cook. Actually, when I make the portobello mushrooms, I'll do it. I'll grill up some mushrooms and just glaze a little bit over the top. It's really nice if you want to make fancy plates. So if I do, sometimes I'll do like a breakfast. I'll do sweet potato, avocado, beans, and to make it look a little fancy, put a little fancy drizzle around it. But I really like the balsamic reductions. That's definitely my go-to in terms of flavorings.
You just mentioned beans. I reckon that'd go beautifully with beans.
Yeah.
Has that nice taste.
One thing I really like, and I was going to do it for this video, but we had a lot of things, but you can make kind of an SOS-free barbecue sauce that goes really well with beans by using pure tomato paste or tomato puree and then adding a little bit of black balsamic vinegar because it gives that kind of barbecue-ish tang to it. So I really like that for beans. I think that's a really nice kind of flavor. A lot of people like that barbecue taste with beans. This brand, Dad, Westbrae Natural, they actually make a no salt added mustard, which to my knowledge, this is the only one on the market that is salt free. And so it just has the organic green vinegar, water, organic mustard seed, and organic spices. So I need to write to this company to find out if there's any onion or garlic in their spices and see if I can consume it because I'd really like to. I love mustard flavor. I use a lot of mustard powder too, but it smells pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and give you a little bit of that one.
Whoa.
That was a lot. Sorry.
It's a little more than I'll try.
You can ditch it. What do you think? Do you think it lacks the salt, or do you think if someone was a mustard fan, they could go for this?
It's another one of those that lingers.
Yeah.
And it becomes more mustardy in a few seconds after the initial taste.
Okay.
That is a very nice mustard.
You like it?
Oh, I like that a lot.
What would you do with this mustard?
Once again, I would probably just put it with my vegetables.
So Dad's go-to meal is a big pot of every vegetable that he's got in the garden, and then he'll put in some rice and some beans and stir it all up and eat it for days. That's your kind of go-to meal. Because a lot of people want to know what we eat on a daily basis, and that would be your go-to. It often looks interesting colours because you put beetroot and all kinds of things in it. So you just put a bit of the mustard through there.
At the end, yeah.
You know what I really like mustard-wise? It's a little bit of a treat because asparagus is quite expensive here. I don't know what it's like back home.
Very expensive. Yeah.
But I will get asparagus and coat coat it in mustard and then put it in the oven and bake it till it's really crispy.
That'd be lovely.
It's really, and then if you really want to go all out fancy, put a little balsamic glaze on it. Oh, it feels like a restaurant meal. That's one of my favorites if I'm trying to treat myself. Yeah. Absolutely. So I meant to do all the sprinkle seasonings at one time, but I forgot this one. So have you heard of Benson's table tasty before?
No, sorry.
So this is supposed to be a table salt replacement. So people that like to sprinkle salt on their food. One thing I really liked about the Benson's table tasty is they advertise that they are potassium chloride free. So this company, I got 2 of these, so they're about this big, and they sent out 2 of these for $1. So we could try them because I can't have it because of the ingredients. So I just wanted you to be able to taste it. But ingredients for this one, it has nutritional yeast extract. It has carrot, red bell pepper or capsicum. It has onion. It has lemon, arrowroot, garlic, celery, dill, paprika, allspice, sweet basil, and parsley.
Wow.
All right. So go ahead and sprinkle just a little bit of that one.
A little bit in my hand. Yep, I have some.
All right.
Over there.
So this company, actually, when you get the $1 taster, they actually also send you a 10% off coupon if you want to make an actual order. And I have it in front of me. They have a bunch of different flavors. I need to check and make sure they're all potassium chloride free, but they sent out this little brochure. So they've got with roasted garlic, chipotle, supreme, gusto, tangy lemon and herb, southwest, Jamaican hot and spicy. So they have a lot of different ones. Oh, there we go. That's all of them on the back. So I'll just have to go through and make sure that they're all potassium chloride free, but it looks like they've got, gosh, at least 10 or so flavors. But this is the original tasty, so table tasty. So
okay, here we go.
Let's go. Good.
For me, that's too strong a salty taste.
Oh, really? Interesting.
So somebody who is used to having a lot of salt, I think they'd like that.
That would be a good one. So do you think that's the saltiest one we've tried so far?
Oh, easily.
Wow.
That's
okay.
Like pure salt to me. That's very good.
Okay. So if someone was really looking for that salty kick, would probably go with the Benson's. Okay.
I think so.
So just a general kind of sprinkle all if they're looking for that salty flavour, put it in anything?
Yep. The Australians sprinkle that on their potatoes.
Like a baked potato with a bit of sprinkle of that, you think would be good?
Beautiful.
Oh, awesome.
See, I won't add salt to my baked potatoes, but I think about that. That's nice.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful.